this is Kevin. I'm back with my final episode for Voc Rehab. I tried to make a couple videos before, but I had technical difficulties with a phone and recording and uploading. So I finally figured everything out. It's been a while, but I feel that my videos are still getting comments and people are still watching them. So I feel like I really had to put out a final video on my experience with Voc Rehab. I actually intended my goal was for 10 people to watch my first video, and I think it has like 5,000 views right now. So I'm very happy that people are looking into Voc Rehab. So I'll give you a quick overview of my experience and then my lessons learned, and then I'll close with my final thoughts. Overview, I applied in November of 16. I was found entitled in January of 17. I graduated from the program December of 17, and I was discontinued in March of 18. So I started, I was already in grad school. For personal reasons, I chose Voc Rehab. My stipend was $1,100 a month, and I only got $1,100 a month because I was in a hybrid program to where I got paid based on being an online school. Even though I spent 16 hours a month, a month in the classroom, it was still considered hybrid. So they went with the online payment. Basically, my advice for the interview to be found entitled was dress nice, be respectful, be professional, treat it like a job interview. You wanna walk in that office after spending hours of research. Kill them with kindness. Some counselors, like my own, were very robotic. They're not too helpful. My counselor was the status quo, even below status quo. Ben Krause, he's the godfather of Voc Rehab and getting the word out to veterans. He has a guide for, I think it's like $20, $30, and it's priceless after you actually read it. And he's also got a Facebook group that you can look into. It's fantastic. There's 10 posts every day in there. Veterans asking questions, asking for advice. So make sure you get into that Facebook group. The Voc Rehab program, when I was going to school, they paid me, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. They paid for my supplies every semester, hundreds of dollars worth of supplies, thumb drive, pens, pencils, paper. I got a North Face backpack. I got a nice printer. I got a MacBook Laptop Pro, which you can watch one of my other videos on how I got that. So I tried my very best to humanize my counselor the entire time. I don't know if I ever did. I don't think so, but I tried. I was respectful in every way. So coming up on graduation, I already had a job, but I was transferred to the employment counselor. So I graduated in December, and I actually met with the employment counselor in December. I already had a job. I didn't need it, but I wanted to see what they had to offer. He basically has resume advice, had job leads, etc. So one thing I thought was really cool was for January and February, I got paid. Even though I was done with school in December, I still got paid for 2 extra months, and that's basically because I filled out, I think you had to apply for 5 or 10 jobs a week and turn those into him, the counselor, and then he submits payment. So it's easy money. You cannot get that. One thing I want to address in that Facebook group is you see a lot of vets complaining because they're getting F's or D's or they can't make it to class, whatever. You just got to suck it up and find a way. It's a great program. Some vets get kicked out for low grades and they can't get back into it. So you don't want to waste this amazing entitlement. Lessons learned, I've got two of them. So the first one is I would have researched the capabilities of Voc Rehab a lot more than what I did. Um, I um, I was in a hurry. I wasn't patient enough. But if you look at Ben Krause, the Godfather, he's an attorney through Voc Rehab. Went to a very prestigious school in Northwestern, I believe, and now he has his own law practice. Um, I mean, you could be a doctor. Several vets have done that. They're now physicians. You can be an airline pilot. You can start your own business. The opportunities are endless. So my advice would be really take your time and learn and utilize the program. I only used 10 months of it, roughly, maybe a little bit more than 10 months, 11 to 12 months, where I could have used potentially 4 years of it or 5 years of it, just which is really amazing when you think about that opportunity. My other lesson learned was don't believe your counselor when everything that they say. And here's an example. So I got my MacBook. I had to push a little, but I got it. Because I knew that other people had gotten them, and I knew that it was possible, so I got one. Like I said, it's how I got it was in another video. But I also asked for a chair. My disability is my back. So I asked my counselor for a ergonomical chair and desk, which both were denied quickly. My counselor's reasoning was something to the effect of it had to do something with employment. There's rare in cases that they'll actually give you a chair, etc. So looking, and I took it at face value. I said okay, and I moved on. I was just ready to graduate and get out of the program. So after researching it more, after the program was over, and just reading some Facebook posts and talking to people, there's plenty of vets who actually have chairs and desks, ergonomical chairs and desks that are in Voc Rehab. So, number one, you have to have a need. Do you got bad knees? Do you have bad hips, bad neck, etc.? You got to have a need. So then you go to your PCM and you get a referral for physical or occupational therapy, and then you go to therapy. Basically, get a simple evaluation to verify that you actually have a need. They're going to verify that you have a need for the actual that you have a need. Yeah, I'm sorry. That you have problems. That's your VA rated disability. And then you go through prosthetics to get a denial letter stating that they do not give you furniture. You take that denial letter from prosthetics, give it to your PCM. Your PCM is then going to take that and send an email or contact your counselor to vouch for your need, and that the VA cannot satisfy that need for a chair, for a desk, because of your disability. And then that is the backing, the legitimacy, I can't say that, for your need. So your doctor is vouching for you, essentially. And yeah, is that a long and drawn out process? It sure is, but that's a way to get it done, and that's what I did not do. Lesson learned. So my final analysis of vocational rehabilitation. It's an amazing program. It's underused. It's underutilized. Not enough veterans know about it. Not enough veterans that do know about it actually go into the program. It can change your life. It's just a really great program. And I can sit here all day and talk about the negatives of it and how hard it is, but it's like a roller coaster. It's going to have your hurdles, your ups and downs, and you're going to get pissed off at your counselor and just how they treat you. But you just have to keep pushing forward and look at the light at the end of the tunnel. Put the end in mind, and just realize that it's a great entitlement for veterans, and I highly encourage everyone to use it. You've got to, you just got to work hard. No excuses. This program can really change your life. So, if anyone has any questions, you can email me, Facebook me, leave your questions in the comments or whatever. And other than that, if you have specific questions, just let me know. This video was kind of a general overview and my final thoughts. So, all right, I'll talk to everyone in the comments.